Alrighty, let's do this. It's the last match of the day. We're going to be back tomorrow around about 11 p.m. UK time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, to stream the North American quals for Salt Mine 4, the last one, the last North American qual for Salt Mine 4. But right now, it's time to get into the lower bracket final. Only one more spot in Europe, and it will belong to either Nush or Rezears. I'm going to check, which one did you guys predict to win, okay? You guys went 74% on Nush for this, and I'm not going to lie, I do agree, I think Nush takes this. And not only because he scored the opening goal, but because... Oh, I forgot to click update on the flags. I'm such an idiot. Let me fix that. Not only because he is now English Nush, or English Rezears, sorry. But because I do think that Nush is kind of just in form right now. I reckon he's going to take this. He's looking brilliant. Now, they did both play against Appjack today. And Rezears won Game 5 against Appjack. Reverse swept him. Nush was able to beat Appjack 3-1. And these two players did also play against Tempo, where Rezears was swept by Tempo. Nush was able to get a game off Tempo. So looking at their same matchups they've had today, you have to lean towards Nush as well as being the favorable player here. He's got some impressive results. He's 3-0'd Diaz. He also took down Red Mob in 5 in the lower bracket. So I reckon Nush is the guy right now. He might be the third Saudi Arabian to qualify. Well, what can Rezears do to try and stop him? The main problem Jack had in the matchup, well, there were two actually. The kickoffs were causing him issues. Nush's kickoff was pretty beastly, and Jack wasn't able to sneak in enough delays or mess with them sufficiently. And the aerials are on a different level. Nush's offense just looks like at the... There's a level in 1v1 right now where if your aerial offense is at a particular place, you are going to score more than you concede. Because although Nush does go all in a lot, he's scoring at such a high rate. His conversion rate on his aerial plays is so significant that even though he goes all in a lot, it doesn't actually matter. But Rezears does counter him successfully here, though. It's very important that Rezears was able to get right underneath Nush there, forced to jump, get him into an uncomfortable spot. Yeah, apologies again that we don't have the Germany flag on this overlay. I didn't realize that until we tried to cast Rezears for the first time today. And then I noticed that there's no German flag, so we'll get that added. Regardless of him getting qualified or not, we do want to have that available. If you guys are really liking this overlay, I might repurpose it afterwards just for regular streams. Would you guys enjoy that? If we just had regular streams have this overlay instead of the more scuffed one we use for streams? One in chat if you're a fan. We might have to... We'll just remove the Smith logo in the top right. You like it? Yeah, we might make a little change somewhere. But yeah, it's been awesome. So the team did a great job putting it together. I'm sure that they're all really glad that you guys are liking it. For me, like, I'm biased obviously, but I think it's the cleanest overlay of all time. Not biased. Too much. But definitely a little bit biased. That's a very nice save by Rezears, but he has been forced back into his net. Nush still knocking at the door with follow-up shots. Rezears tries to switch up the defensive strategy and rush him. And you can't rush Nush. He sees you coming. See, it just wouldn't sound... It wouldn't make sense if I'm like, yeah, you can't rush Nush. That's what somebody's saying his name's Nush in chat earlier. Is that like what the Saudi casters call him? Did they say Nush? No? Wait, how is it his name then? How am I being told that that's his name? No, yes, no, yes. Okay, we're getting mixed information here. Slow rolls Rezears a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's Nush. I don't know. There's no way. I've never heard anybody say Nush until today. I think you guys are just trying to play a little bit of a prank on me. And I wasn't born yesterday, so I'm just going to keep saying Nush. You don't want to push Nush too far. Yeah, you don't want to push Nush too far. Yeah, so you just adapt it, say his name differently depending on the words surrounding the name. Fear calls him that, does he actually? I don't believe you. There's no way. Rezears has to back out of the headlock, and as a result, you immediately get scored on. Yeah, the Rocket League gods do not like that one, of course. Declined the headlock and got scored on. That bump didn't really do too much. I do appreciate everybody in the live chat like trying to explain to me the different ways of pronouncing this. It's not that I don't understand what you're saying, it's that I am choosing not to say it the way you're suggesting, because I don't think it sounds good. I get it that you guys have different ideas, but it just sounds wrong. Joe Reyes, yeah, it's a Joe Reyes incident. It just doesn't make sense. Now, if he pulls up next week and he's rebranded to NOOSH, then I'll say, hey, Nush is a thing of the past. Let's all say hi to Nush. But right now, he hasn't done that. He's got Nush as his name, so look at this goal by Rezears. Just quietly. Reset, pre-flip, glancing blow with the back, or the front right wheel. Or was it the front left wheel? Probably the front left wheel. Fears. Okay, Fears here to defend himself. Says this is slander. I don't say Nush, I say Nush. Obviously, that's what I thought. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know who's running this Nush agenda right now, but I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to fall for it. Oh, this is a ceiling shot rebound attempt, but it's bounced down. Not the bounce Nush was hoping for there. He's lying. Well, somebody's lying, and I guess I won't know until I go back and listen to a Fear VOD with Nush in it and see if he's Nushing or Nushing. Alright, Rezears pretty much needs a goal here if he's going to come back in this first game, and that didn't look convincing. Don't think he really committed on any one play there. He was somewhere between an air dribble and an air dribble dunk, maybe even had ideas of air dribble bumping him. But at least he scored in the follow-up. Double reset from Rezears, followed up by the softest little pop on target. Mechanic saying Fear's lying. I can't believe it. I can't trust anyone these days. The whole world's gone mad. America's chalked. America's in shambles. Hey, and so's Nush's lead. This is actually falling apart a little bit here. "19 seconds to go is a long time. What's Rezears going to go for kickoff-wise? Tries to win it to the outside. It's going to be Nush's ball, though. Or, wait a minute, is it? Okay, it will be. He actually gets a great 50-50. This is a bit unlucky for Rezears. He probably didn't expect this one. They're side onto each other, and then Nush hit the brakes and flipped into him, so Rezears' car got pit maneuvered in reverse. Drive kickoff for Rezears. He needs to get a goal pretty quickly here, and it's not going to happen. Nush will sky it to waste the remaining time. And so far, so good for the Saudi Arabian. I thought you might try a double tap own goal there. Rezears is going to try and get some consolation goal, maybe a momentum swing going into the next game. No such luck. Into the ground it goes for 8-6. Final score. Nush one step closer to the main event. How are you guys in chat still arguing about rugby and American football? I thought that was yesterday's discussion. I think there's a constant culture clash in my Twitch chat. Genuinely, I really do. It'll be about topics that I have not mentioned in the day that I'm streaming. I will not have talked about something and then suddenly culture clash is happening. Now, I do admit the nationalities on stream, the flags, the national pride, the playing for your country and all that, it probably does weigh into it a little bit. That's okay. All good. But you guys are so ridiculous sometimes. It's what really gets me is like how angry people look when the text of the words they're choosing. Oh, what a goal by Rezears. Look at the ceiling pitch on this one. And that was planned as well, premeditated ceiling pinch. You can tell by the way that he hit that up the wall. He tried to hit that away from Nush, and then he immediately started racing towards it. Is it nationality or nationality? It depends. I mean, for me, my nationality is Scottish. Nush's nationality is Saudi Arabian. It's an accent thing, you know? So, all the options in the world. You can pick any single play, full pitch, space, and Nush has chosen to play for the ceiling shot from distance. Bails out of it though, pretty low ball, so he didn't want to full send that one. Instead, it's a slow mo irritable bump. Rezears is going to get back to this though, and I don't know if it was even on target in the first place. And Nush, for once, not getting his initial plan to work out. His initial plan, I guess you could say. That's another heavy touch off the wall. Nush will back it up with a trip. I think a demo might have been preferable there, but the trip is obviously going to give him a good position regardless. As he starts to chase Rezears around the pitch again. Invested a ton of boost into that play. But it's all good. The 100 spawns at the far side. And Nush should be able to get this over the bar. Well played. Redirect to midfield as well. It's an impressive first couple minutes from Rezears. One thing that has been consistent for Nush's games today is there have been lots of goals, and right now Rezears isn't scoring a lot of goals, but he's also not conceded any at all. He's got a chance to score a second one here. Nush in a really awkward position. Rezears bottom corner shot. Excellent shot selection against an in and out save attempt. You guys can try this in your own games. I talk about it quite a lot on my channel. If somebody's trying in and out save against you, bottom corner is usually the best way to go. It's very difficult to get to a save to the bottom corner. If you go top corner, they can obviously just dodge. If you go low, directly under them, they can just double jump. Bottom corner though, pretty tricky unless you've got unlimited jumps turned on. If somebody does have unlimited jumps turned on in your ranked game, they are hacking, so you can report them. You guys still arguing about rugby and American football in chat. What is going on? I'm not going to read this. I'm watching the match. Just keep glancing at chat and seeing outraged comments about rugby and American football. I don't know how it's possible. Oh, well played by Rezears. Nush was worried about the bump here. He didn't think Rezears was just going to go for the ball. Nush retreated. But Rezears is just playing a center ball to himself. He's not actually interested in bumping him. Nush nearly forces Rezears to fall over. Nice bump by Rezears. Nush had a stronger kickoff there, but Rezears was able to recover well. Nice ceiling shot by Rezears. This is how he won the match against Jack earlier on today, but Nush has avoided him. It was a ceiling shot set up into a bump attempt. Nush slams the post from distance. That was an open bottom corner. And Rezears up early for the rebound. Maybe a bit too early. If he was planning to actually go for that, maybe a later jump would have been a better timing. Early jump into just a complete fake would have also made sense there. But it's all good. He circles around midfield, grabs boost, and scores again. Now, I would not be surprised if we got a game 5 in this matchup. Rezears has shown immense resilience today, reverse sweeping Jack earlier on. And Nush will probably win at least one more game this series by just completely peaking with his aerial plays. I don't think, did he get a reset there? It doesn't look like he did. And yeah, his continuation also would imply that he didn't get a reset. What a first touch by Nush now, taking the ball near ceiling height, but he flips so early. And again, I mean, these are just free play flip resets. Where is he going? Rezears doesn't have to do really a lot of defense there. Nush is just flip resetting on the spot. He's like basketball dribbling the ball with the stealing. And Rezears will go up 5-1. Oh, you guys are arguing about which sport is tougher. Is that what it is? One in chat if that's what the argument is. Because obviously that's an extremely, extremely philosophical debate. Which sport is tougher, American football or rugby? Nush just tried to type next and he just got blanked by the game. That's quite funny. Okay, so that's what you guys are discussing. Which is the tougher sport? Very, very high level conversation. I always love seeing comments like this online. As an American, it's clearly rugby. Like when you're anonymous online, like imagine you just log on your burner account on Twitter and you just lie about where you're from. I could just go on Twitter on a burner and be like, as an American, and then just state my opinion, as if it gives it any more or less weight. Because people always do that. Like absolute anonymous people on the internet are like, well, actually, I'm from Europe. I'm from the great nation of Europe, and I think the answer is American football. So there. And then all the Europeans in the comments are like, well, actually, as an American, the answer is clearly rugby. All right, game 3, we're all tied up. The odds on Rezears are looking pretty good right now. You guys who went on Rezears, 26% of you. Great odds after seeing 2 games. Wait a minute. They both joined the wrong teams, but it's all good. It's all good. We can get them. Wait. How do we play this? Well, they've joined the wrong teams. That's great. Do we just wait for a goal, then tell him to switch, and I'll reverse the scoreline? Wait, Nush is actually just own goaling. Maybe he doesn't realize that he's in the blue team. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause it when one of them scores and ask them to switch teams. Okay. So, no goal. Great, we're going to need to wait longer. Rezears has done well here. Self-pass. And now Nush saves it anyway. I don't know how this happened. We've literally named the teams after themselves, and now they're just hitting posts and making saves. But okay, yeah, Nush is currently blue, and Rezears is currently orange. I'm going to leave the overlay as it is, because the overlay is what they should be. And Rezears has hit the post and then doubled the other post. What is going on? Are they trolling us right now? Are they just like, let's join the wrong team and then never score a goal? Yep, they're trolling. What is happening? Can we get a goal? Thank you. Okay, Rezears is winning 1-0, not Nush. Let me just pause this and say, can you guys switch teams, please? Okay, there we go. And then we're going to change the score like this. There we go. All right. Genius. Fixed it. What is going on? They both just joined the wrong team and then play like me for a minute. Except, honestly, I would have missed some much, much more open nets than that. They weren't that open. All right, here we go. Rezears back in the blue team, where he belongs. And he's up 2-0. That was so confusing, but okay, we're back. We can focus here. Like I didn't want to change the overlay because I thought they were just going to score a lot faster than that. Zudney, thanks for the 12-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. Sir Alander, thanks for the brand new Prime 23 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Proverb as well, thanks for the tier 1. That's a continued sub from a gift. What a successful gifted sub. And Pickle Rick, thank you as well for the 2-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, well played, Nush. Again. He is just so consistent with these shots today. Off his own back wall. One touch, reset, but not the shot on target. It's the flip reset rebound. I mean, he's done it. If you missed his match against Jack, he's done this a couple times. A few times today, even. The full pitch air dribble reset rebound. J-Train, thanks to the brand new Prime. RoboShock as well, thanks for the 3-month Prime. And right now, CJMC Nij. Thank you for the brand new Prime. I might have said your name wrong. That was very confusing. Oh, well played by Nush. You don't see many pop bumps in this position. Nush just lifts it gently into the middle, goes in front of the ball, and then turns around to score. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant sequence. Double 50-50 as the kickoff goes pretty even, but Rezears has to be careful here. Yeah, he had to back off. He realized if he stilled that boost, he was not going to make it back to save the incoming attack. As things stand, he not only saves the incoming attack, but he turns it into an attack of his own. Nush has to replicate to the other side, but he can't get back to the ball. It's Rezears, rebound, Nush hears it, and jumps to match him. Oh, well played by Rezears in defense. He has missed a long shot and is bouncing back into the middle for him for Nush to try and save, but he's outplayed by the crossbar. I think it was going to cross the line before he reached it anyway, even if it did go on target. Yeah, Rezears hit that about as close to Nush as he could have. He hit it straight down the middle, top shelf. Generally a good placement. When your opponent's only got an in and out save as an option, it loses its value. Johnny, is there a reason that casters call edgeby edgeby? I mean, what else are you going to call it? How else do you say EJBY? You want me to say all the letters? Is it like a Scandinavian name that we're just completely butchering? What's going on here? Eggby. Is it egg? Is that how you say it in, well, where's Edgeby from again? Denmark? But Denmark's a totally made-up language. Have you heard Denmark? Have you heard, Denmark's a made-up language. What am I talking about? Danish is a made-up language. Have you heard Danish? Danish, I swear, it's not real. They're making it up as they go. You can't tell me that Danish is real. Like, when I hear Danish people speaking, I'm like, yeah, they're actually just making up they're just waffling. They're making up words. And they've got some kind of in-joke where they can somehow understand each other, but there's no way it's a real language. It sounds fake. Sounds made up. So does Norwegian as well. And Swedish to a lesser extent. All languages are made up? Yeah, that's a good shower thought. Or I'm 14 and this is deep. When I say made up, you know what I mean. The different kind of made up. Nice flick by Rezears. Nush was trying to sneak in a challenge here. And then before he could properly hide behind the ball and go for it, the ball's just gone top bins. That's pretty good power on the next flick as well. Rezears does enough to go up by 2 with just over a minute to go. Nush sneaking into that side boost. Thought he had time to get back. Rezears showing that you really didn't need a lot of power on that flick. It was just about getting enough pace and not messing it up. Wait, so in Danish, J is actually I, so it would be Ibi? Ibi? Is that his name in actual Danish? Edgeby? I feel like Edgeby sounds way cooler. Not gonna lie. I reckon he should just go by Edgeby. Edgeby sounds pretty sick. Oh, Rezears is on one right now. Okay, my prediction's in shambles. Nush doesn't know where to go. He's lost on the back wall. Rezears just booms it over his head. No nonsense. Top bins in the follow-up as well. So once all is said and done, the gatekeeper might be gatekeeping from inside the gate instead of directly outside the gate. I call Rezears the gatekeeper of the tournament. The salt mine gatekeeper. And it looks like it could be very true. He could slow roll this. Oh, he might have tried to. But it's alright. Nush was coming back anyway, so he would have had to score that. Yeah, Nush, he turned. He's like, I don't want to go out like this. He's actually going to play on. And I mean, when you're on the last match of the day, I guess you might as well. He's got a chance to score this. Tries to flip, reset, rebound it from a tight angle. Rezears too quick back though, and that should be game over. It was already pretty much a formality for Rezears to win this one. Double match point to the German. And what a run this would be. Eliminating apparently Jack and Nush on the way to qualifying. He's also 3-0'd Mozzarella, an in-form French player who's been on the come-up recently. If Nush is going to make it, he needs to win 2 straight. But right now it's Rezears on the 2 straight streak. He's looking pretty good. It looks like he's managed to limit Nush's aerial offense without really having to do anything too crazy in his own defensive play. It's more about the midfield play for Rezears. Just trying to harass Nush before the plays can really get up in the air and out of reach. While we wait for Nush to get back in the lobby, he does get booted to the main menu after every single game. Last time today, guys, !TNR in Twitch chat, YouTube description for thenextrank.com. We're dropping the course in 5 days. Really excited about it. Jack and I have been working on it for about a year. Dropping over 150 videos, over 40 hours of content to help you get better at the game. One-time purchase $125 for lifetime access to all the current videos in the archive and any ones we make in the future. Fear, I didn't gatekeep the blimp, actually. The blimp was not gatekept. That has been in the Discord. You probably ignored the message from Ben. But I also missed it as well, because I get a lot of Discord notifications, so I tend to just, like, not go through them all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go to Caster Main Discord, 12th of November. He dropped the overlay update. I got a message from Azam, the Falcons manager, saying Nush the same way you pronounce it is what they say in Saudi as well. Oh, there he is. Okay. Game 4 coming right up. It's a must-win for Nush. Rezears on double qualification point. The main event in December will include him if he can win this or the next game. Nush needs to win 2 straight. It's been a great day at the mine so far. We've had a little bit of salt, maybe a couple of early leaves. Not too much salt though. Still plenty of time for more. And this is where the salt is usually at an all-time high, when somebody's on qualification point, just moments away from making it, and then something goes wrong. Air dribble bump, early salt being farmed by Nush in this one. Rezears has been extremely composed today. I think that was the difference between himself and Jack, as he managed to just stick around the same level and not give away any free goals. Like, it really does look like you have to work for every single goal against Rezears, for the most part. And that's, you know, it is something that you usually see when the top players are playing, is you have to work for every goal against them. You never get any freebies. And it's not that Nush is afraid to work for goals. He's willing to do that. He does usually work for most of his goals. He goes for outplays. He doesn't wait for easy chances. That's a very unlucky interaction there for Rezears in the back corner, I've got to say. For that ball to just bounce middle is extremely unfortunate, but Nush rewarded for his aggression. If you're going to force 50s next to your opponent's goal, you do sometimes get a good dice roll. What a flick by Rezears, though. On match point, Rezears is bringing his A game. I mean, that's just absolutely perfect. You're wondering if Jack is watching right now. I would hazard a guess at no. But you never know. I mean, Jack usually takes his losses quite well. After his loss in Qualifier 1, he did hop in to cast the remaining match of the day. I'm sure he's not going to be too upset about it. But what a goal by Nush. These guys are trading blows in Game 4. Nush didn't really care where Rezears was in that play. He couldn't see him for a lot of that air dribble. He just knows he's going to be shadowing at some point. And as long as the shot's top bins enough, it's going to be a goal. Nush going to make it 2 here. Making absolutely sure with the second flip. It's a bit funny. I mentioned earlier on that we don't usually get kickoff goals from the straight spawn. The reason for that is the extra boost pad for both players makes it more likely that you're going to get a recovery to save into midfield play. But I feel like today we've had quite a lot because the ball just doesn't move. Everybody's just going dead ball kickoff on that one. And then somebody has an open net. Speak of the devil, Rezears slotting one from distance. Yeah, maybe Rezears is just infuriated that there's no German flag and he's making absolutely sure that we get a German flag in the overlay for the main event. Definitely makes sense. Final reminder for all you live viewers, by the way, we are 1 hour away from the start of the North American Open bracket for tomorrow's top 8. So the North American Last Chance Qual will be starting very soon. I'm not going to be streaming any matches from it, but if you look around the Rocket League section on Twitch, you may see some players, you may see some community streamers jumping into matches in the last qualifier for Salt Mine 4 North America. And I'll be covering the top 8 tomorrow alongside Fear, Hoodie, and Dazarin. Shout out to those guys for helping out cover the matches. Another outplay by Rezears. Wide open net and absolutely no mistakes by the German. It's very safe play there. Going around Nush, not really concerned whether it's on target initially. Oh, good read on the delayed kickoff. Nush just slots it. And this has been something Nush has been spectacular at today. If you delay the kickoff even a small amount, there's a decent chance Nush spots it. He's like got an eagle eye for your nameplate and how quickly it's moving towards the ball. Now Nush loses it to the back corner, but it is going to be his ball. Another all-in air dribble by Nush. And it's not a good one this time. And there is the drawback to using all your boost and actually using your flip as well on every single aerial is you're not getting back. If you score with your car, you don't score the ball, your car goes in the net, you're getting scored on. Obviously, it's great to see Nush's confidence, almost the aggression that you see out of a lot of the young players in Rocket League. They don't know the consequences yet of their own overextensions. They've not been scored on with many a counterattack before. Again, Nush has just completely messed it up. He passes it middle for Rezears to score, and Rezears, by far the more consistent player in the matchup right now, he is getting saves, he's getting goals on the counter, and although Nush is scoring with, again, a high volume of his attacks, a lot of them are falling short, and he needs to be careful. Here he comes again. All his boost is used. Rezears with a pre-jump save on what was that time a much better shot by Nush, a much higher quality shot. Rezears still able to read it. That's terrible news for Nush. And look at the lack of risk going the other way. Rezears is playing so conservatively in comparison. It's a clash of styles right now. Nush just trying to score with every single attack he gets. Rezears, he's putting up chances that could go in, but he is just trying to not give goals away. Again, shooting bottom corner, boost steal in the follow-up. This is such smart play by Rezears. He's really putting the pressure on Nush here. Again, popping a shot on target, stealing the boost away. Gets tripped on his exit this time, but he's got the boost advantage. He can come back into the play. He might want to just go up for this and test Nush's boost management. Instead, he takes his time, batters the post again, but Rezears is running rings around him. Nush can't get the ball. Boost management is locked in for the German. The double tap is slow, but it's on the goal line. And Rezears loops around to score it. The last minute's been a possession masterclass. And now Nush is in real trouble. Nearly 60% possession for Rezears in this game. I remember Nush won game 1. Since then it's been Rezears in control. Fake challenge. Rezears seems like he's got Nush's offense pretty well read at this moment. Another delayed flick goes high, but Rezears' recoveries are there. That's been the difference between these two players. Rezears recovers, makes you work for your goal. Nush went all in once or twice, and you know, those 2-goal swings, Nush missing and giving Rezears a counterattack. I mean, if he scores with both those, it's 7-6 in his favor. Wait, Rezears has just let the ball roll past him. What just happened? What? I think he thought the ball hit him, and he thought it would slow down, so he pulled away to the side to just collect it as it passes him by, and he's let it roll in, and now he's lost a kickoff goal. What is going on? You're joking. That is a monumental throw. I don't believe it. Rezears had full control. He could have just carried that ball to the back corner, had a boost advantage and a 3-goal lead, ball under control with 30 seconds left. Instead, it is Nush on the comeback. Rezears is getting demoed. Oh my goodness, that was so close. He saw it coming and stayed alive. Now it's going to be the other way for Rezears. What a play. Wow, that was so nearly a tie game. Rezears stayed alive by the skin of his teeth, but again scores on the counter attack. 30 seconds left. The kickoff needs to go Nush's favor. Drive kickoffs by Rezears. He's intentionally letting it go back corner. He is not flipping. He's not jumping. He is driving into the ball and just carrying through with full momentum. And it has worked. 2 kickoffs in a row now. He's made midfield play. Nush is all in. At this point, he doesn't care. Double reset save, though. Rezears stops him with the double reset attempt late on in Game 4. That should be game over. It is now. Rezears advances to main event. Nush gave it a great effort. He played excellently today, but it just wasn't enough. The consistency dropped off in key moments, and he gave maybe a few too many easy goals on counters to Rezears, especially in this last game. But GG's. Still a player to watch in the coming months and years. I'm sure Nush is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. He already is in the present. But Rezears is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the main event. Like I said earlier, I think we might be revising the round 1 matchups so that seed 1 plays 4 in the semi-finals instead of up here, but ignore that for now. These are your main event players: Nas, Atto, Moxie Darius, Shadi Rawas, and Tempo Rezears. Only 2 Saudi Arabian players. They couldn't get the third in the door, but well played, Rezears. Reverse swept Jack earlier on today, and then bounced back from a sweep loss to Tempo to beat Nush, who was on a tear through the lower bracket. 3-2 over Red Mob, 3-1 over apparently Jack. But Rezears took control, never looked back, and in the end won pretty convincingly against Nush.